Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be covering what is data link layer and I will explain functions and design issues of data link layer. Guys, I have uploaded complete computer network subject tutorials. I will provide that link in description. You can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Data link layer is the second layer of the OSI model. It is present above the physical layer and below the network layer. Guys, data link layer will perform 5 main functions. I will explain each of them in detail. First function performed by data link layer is framing. Guys, data link layer will not send our data directly to receiver. Instead, data link layer will divide our data into smaller packets and then data link layer will place each packet in one frame and data link layer will forward that frame to receiver. I will give example. Guys, for example, I will send message how are you to my friend. Whenever I send how are you, my message is converted into smaller packets like how is one packet, R is one packet and U is one packet. And then data link layer will place each packet in one frame and then data link layer will forward each frame to receiver. Instead of sending our data directly to receiver, data link layer will pack our data in frame and then data link layer will send that frame to receiver. So data link layer will perform framing. And second function is error detection and correction. Guys, data link layer can detect errors and as well as data link layer can correct errors. Errors are classified into 3 types. They are single bit error, multi-bit error and brushed error. Guys, for example, I will send message hello to my friend. Whenever I send a message hello, that hello message is converted into binary format. That is zeros and ones. So hello is converted into 10111011. For example, single bit error means only one bit will be changed in message due to some noise. For example, due to some noise, this 1 is changed to 0. So whenever there is single bit change, receiver will receive wrong message. So instead of hello, due to single bit change, person will receive message like HELLI. In place of O, person will receive I due to single bit change. That's multi-bit error means there will be multiple bit changes due to noise. For example, 1 is changed to 0 and as well as here 1 is changed to 0. Person will receive wrong message like JELLI due to multi-bit change. And whereas brushed error means complete bits are changed due to noise. For example, 1 is changed to 0, 0 is changed to 1 and 1 is changed to 0 and again 0, 1, 0. So there is complete bit change. So receiver will get wrong data like JIWO. And data link layer will handle these errors by using various kinds of methods. These methods are VRC, LRC, checksum and CRC. If data link layer want to change error message into actual message, then data link layer can use error correction methods. One of the famous error correction method is Hamming code method. By using this method, data link layer can detect and as well as correct error. And the other function of data link layer is flow control. If sender send data too fast to receiver, then receiver cannot handle the data and receiver may drop some frames. So receiver cannot get actual data. So flow control means how much speed receiver can handle data. Only in that speed, sender must send data. And fourth function is MAC addressing. So along with our message, we will include sender MAC address and as well as receiver MAC address. As sender will send data correctly to receiver based on MAC address. Data link layer will use MAC addresses in order to identify device in network. Based on this MAC address, data will be transferred to receiver successfully. Another function of data link layer is acknowledgement of data. Thus, acknowledgement means replay message. Whenever sender send data to receiver, then receiver will give replay whether data is received successfully or not. That replay message is known as acknowledgement. Data link layer will provide 3 types of services. And that first one is unacknowledged connectionless service. Guys, name itself says connectionless service. For example, there are 2 devices which are connected without cables. For example, they both will connect by using Bluetooth. Unacknowledged means sender will continuously send data and whereas receiver will not give any acknowledgement. That is nothing but receiver will not give replay whether data is received successfully or not. And next one is acknowledged connectionless service. Same example, but whenever sender send data, receiver will send acknowledgement. That is nothing but receiver will give replay like data is received successfully. And whereas in acknowledged connection oriented service, Two devices will connect by using cables, and whenever sender sends data, receiver will send acknowledgement. Receiver will send reply, like data is received successfully. These are three services provided by data link layer. Next I will explain design issues in data link layer. And the first one is framing issue. Guys, data link layer will divide our data into frames. Data link layer must divide our data into meaningful frames. If data link layer divide our data meaninglessly, receiver will not understand message. That is why data link layer need to frame our data meaningfully. Guys, in order to frame our data link layer will use various kinds of techniques like character count method, character stuffing method. By using these methods, data link layer can frame our data meaningfully. And second one is error control. Due to some noise or interference in network, receiver may receive wrong message. So in order to identify errors in our data link layer will use various kinds of techniques like CRC, LRC, checksum and VRC. And data link layer can also correct that error. In order to correct error, data link layer will use technique like Hamming code method. Next design issue of data link layer is access control. Guys, for example, there are multiple computers which are connected to single cable. By using single cable, all devices will communicate to each other. For example, at a time, this computer and as well as this computer will send data to this computer. Whenever two computers send data at the same time to particular computer, then collision will occur. Collision is nothing but data loss. As two computers are sending data at the same time, both data will be lost. Receiver cannot receive data. In order to overcome this problem, data link layer will allow only single computer to send data at a time. Only after one computer sending data, other computer is allowed to send data. This is meaning of access control. So for access control, data link layer will use various kinds of protocols like CSMA-CD protocol and CSMA-CA protocol, which will avoid collisions. And next one is flow control. Flow control means how much speed receiver can receive data. Only in that speed, sender will send data. Data link layer will use stop and wait protocol and as well as sliding window protocol in order to handle flow control. And last issue is acknowledgement and retransmission issues. Thus, whenever sender sends data, sometimes data will be lost and receiver cannot receive data. So if there is any data loss, sender will again send data by using ARQ protocols, where ARQ stands for Automatic Repeat Request Protocols.